All right, welcome back to third quarter action in this game between Team OG and Team Next. Team Next is full of players from 2000 to today. Team OG is full of players from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, with the majority being from the 80s and the 90s. Right now, it is 68-61 at half, or at the beginning of the third quarter, I guess. And Team OG is up on Team Next. We've got, for Team Next, it's going to be the starters: Nash, Curry, Durant, Giannis, and Shaq. Excuse me, and for Team OG, it'll be Magic, MJ, Bird, Malone, and Olajuwon who got the start. We got players on the bench up here, and they're ready to go whenever we need substitutes. But let's get back into this one. The foul situation: Nash has 2, MJ has 2, Bird has 2, and so we'll keep an eye on them. Kobe Bryant with 3 off the bench, but otherwise he's the only person who's really in trouble as far as his fouls are concerned. In this game, we're only keeping track of points and time, not keeping track of rebounds and things like that, although it's pretty easy to do that. It's just a little bit more cumbersome than if you don't. So that's the decision I made on the outset. Maybe it would give it a little more flow, especially being a recorded game. Maybe each quarter is about 40-45 minutes if you don't have to go through and do all the rebounds and all that. All right, so here we go. Third quarter is underway. It's going to be Team OG with the ball. And right off the bat, Magic is going to push it up the floor. Because it's a dead ball situation, I'm going to ignore this and just get it to Magic. So he brings it up the floor. And he passes over to Bird. Bird is going to get it to Olajuwon. And Olajuwon with a short open jumper. He's got a 6, and a 6 on his jumper is good. So Olajuwon with the little turnaround jumper. And he puts it in for a bucket. So Team OG, a good start. 70-61 is our score. Olajuwon's got 8 points in the game. Off the make, it's going to be Curry pushing the ball up the floor on the break. He'll pass it to Steve Nash. Steve Nash with a mid-range jumper. He's open, and he's going to hit that as he pulls up for 2. I don't know why I put that there. That should be here. And Nash is going to put the bucket in. So Team Next keeping pace. 70-63 is our score. Let's do all the timing. That's important. So for that was 5 down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the fast break, it's 3. So got a new game. Got to remember to get into the timing part. I get so into the game that it's I just lose track of keeping the time. So Magic brings the ball up the floor. He's going to pass it to Michael. Michael is going to get it down to Karl Malone. And Karl Malone's got a dribble drive as he pushes it toward the basket. He's guarded by Giannis, who's a -2, so that makes it a 4. A 4 on the dribble drive is going to be a foul. As Giannis with his second foul. That's going to be the first team foul. And going to the line is Karl Malone. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're down to 11 minutes left. Malone makes the first one and the second one. So Karl Malone Gets his second half off right with a couple of free throws. Makes the score 72-63. 9-point lead for Team OG. Steve Nash brings it up the floor. He is going to pass it to Giannis. Giannis has a post up, normally guarded, and so let's go ahead and shoot that. An 8 on the post up is going to be a move. He makes a move and he lays it up and in. So Giannis with the bucket. His first 2 of the second half. He's got 5 for the game. 65-72 is our score. 7-point lead for Team OG. It's going to be Magic bringing it up the floor. He gets it to Malone. Malone has a post-up opportunity on Giannis. He's going to pass that up, kick it out to Michael. Good pass to Jordan. Jordan with time running down on the clock. He's got a mid-range jumper with the hand in his face, and that's going to be a miss for Jordan. So MJ misses his first shot of the second half. I don't think I counted Giannis's time either, so we'll take that off. So on the miss, it's going to be Steve Nash bringing the ball up the floor. He is going to pass to Shaq. Shaq Fu with the he's got an open jumper. We're going to pass that up. He skips it across the court to Curry. Let's see if Curry, what he can do out there. Curry with a 5. That's a mid-range jumper. He's open and he puts it in for the bucket. So nice play there by Shaq, spreading the ball around. And that's going to take us down to 9 minutes and 55 seconds left in the quarter. The bucket goes to team next, and it's going to be 72-67. Let's make sure I got all the scoring. 246, right? 246. Okay. 72-67. So lead down to 5 for Team OG. It'll be Jordan bringing the ball up the floor in the set offense. He passes it to Bird. Bird is guarded, and he's going to get it right back to Michael. So MJ at the end of the shot clock. He's got a mid-range jumper with a hand in his face. This time he knocks it down. So that's a bucket for Jordan. Pushes the lead back to 7, 74-67, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off the clock. 9.5 minutes left in the quarter. Steve Nash bringing it up the floor. Nash has a 3-point opportunity. He's wide open, and he's going to go ahead and take the quick shot. A 1 is going to be a miss. So Nash misses on the 3. And that quick shot means a rebound to Team OG, and it'll be Bird bringing it up the floor. Bird with a 4 is going to be a pass to Karl Malone. Malone down low. Actually, he's got the dribble drive opportunity with an open lane. He'll take that. A 4 on the drive is going to be a foul, so he gets fouled by Giannis. And Giannis now with 3, and we're going to have to remove him from the game. Give him a little time off, and let's bring in LeBron James. We're going to put him in the 4 spot. I believe he can do that. So that's a make for Karl Malone and a miss. So he makes 1 of 2 from the line. Makes the score 75-67. Let's get this down here. So I believe that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I don't think it was 5. But let's see. It's going to be Curry bringing the ball up the floor. 6 for Curry is a dribble drive. He's got an open lane. Go ahead and take that when we have that opportunity. So a 5 on the drive is a layup, as Curry finds a little bit of a seam and he exploits the defense for a bucket. And that makes it 75-69 is a score. Magic bringing it up the floor. He gets it to Olajuwon. The Dream kicks it out to Michael Jordan. And Jordan with the dribble drive. Guarded by Curry, but Curry's a 0. So it doesn't matter, as Michael has a 1 there and he gets blocked on his way to the basket. That's going to be a block by Curry. So Curry on him tight, and that's going to count as a miss as he gets blocked. And going back the other way is Team Next. That's going to be Steve Nash bringing it up the floor. Nash has a chance for a drive opportunity. He's going to pass it over to KD. KD with the pass right back to Steve Nash. And a 3 for Nash is going to be another, just taking it. It was a dribble drive opportunity. As he drives to the basket, he's guarded by Magic. Magic's a -1, so that's a 4. And a 4 on a dribble drive is going to be a layup. So Magic, good defense, but Nash puts it in for 2 anyway. And that puts it at 75-71. Our score now is Team Next. Slowly but surely creeps back into this one. And it'll be Magic bringing the ball up the floor. 3 is a pass over to Bird. Bird with the drive opportunity. A 10 is going to be an and 1, as he's not tightly guarded. So a 10 is going to be an and 1 on the drive. So Bird lays it up and in. He's guarded by Kevin Durant. That'll be Durant's first foul. 3rd team foul of the quarter. Bird is going to... it was a 10, it's an and 1. So he's got 2 plus the foul. Bird's first bucket of the second half. And he makes the free throw to complete the traditional 3-point play. Our score is now 78-71. As Bird gives Team OG a little breathing room. It's going to be Kevin Durant bringing the ball up the floor. He's got a dribble drive opportunity. He's going to go ahead and push that. He's going to go ahead and push that dribble drive early. So he's actually going to take it in. He's guarded well by Bird, so that 9 becomes a 7. And the 7 is going to be a layup for Kevin Durant. his first 2 of the second half. Brings him within 5. So for Bird, it's going to be 3. For Durant, it's going to be 2. And we're down to 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Michael bringing the ball up the floor for Team OG. And he's got a mid-range jumper with good defense, not going to risk it. Actually, let's go ahead. He doesn't have a great defender on him. A little exuberant there. Mid-range jumper of 5 is going to be a foul, and that's a foul on Curry, his second foul. 14 fouls, so they're now in the bonus. Michael's going to go to the line, and that's going to be 1, a make and a miss for Jordan. And the score is now 79-73. 79-73. And off the miss, Team Next brings it up the floor. It's going to be Curry bringing it up the floor. He's going to pass over to KD. Durant's got an open lane, so he's going to go ahead and take that. A 1 is going to be a block, and who blocks the shot? It's going to be the power forward, Malone, who blocks the shot. So that's going to be a miss for Durant. And we go back the other way on the miss. It's going to be a fast break as Jordan pushes it up the floor. He gets it over to Bird. Bird on the fast break has a layup opportunity of 5. Is going to be a foul, so he gets hammered on his way to the basket. Foul goes to Kevin Durant. He picks up his second, and that's going to be, I didn't do the one there, so it was it's 2 for Durant, and then over here it's going to be 3. So Larry Bird makes the first and makes the second. Bird he only has 1 miss, and that's for a 1. 90% free throw shooter in his career. And that pushes the lead for Team OG to 81-73. It's been tough sledding for Team Next to just climb back in the game and hold it. These obviously are the 75 best basketball players ever. So these are guys who can make shots on both sides. So they're not out of it, and they're not going to be giving ground anytime soon, I don't think. We got a 33 on the make. It's going to be Nash bringing it up the floor. He passes over to Kevin Durant. Durant is going to get it to LeBron. LeBron playing the power forward position. And he's got a 3. 3 is going to be an open lane, and a 5 on a drive is a foul. That's going to be a foul on Karl Malone. Malone's second foul, and the third team foul. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes us down to 6 minutes and 25 seconds. That's a 2-shot foul. So LeBron makes the first, and LeBron makes the second, and he's got a pair. Makes our score 81-75, 6-point lead for Team OG. Magic will bring the ball up the floor on the make. He's going to pass to Bird. And Bird with an open look. This is a mid-range jumper. Bird will take that. A 4 on the jumper is just off the back of the rim, and Bird misses. We are at 6 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. And off the miss, Steve Nash is going to push it up the floor. That's a 1. A 1 on the fast break is a pass to Curry. Curry on the break has a 3-point opportunity. He's open and he drains it off of the secondary break. So Curry now with 7 points here in the third quarter. Oh, should be 78. So 78-81 as Team Next cuts into the lead. Off the make, Magic is going to push it up the floor. Remember, a 6 is a fast break. And he's got a 5. A 5 is going to be a pass to Malone, who's running the floor. Malone with an open lane. He is going to put it in and flush it for the dunk. So Karl Malone getting out on the break. And Magic feeding him. And just like that, the lead is back to 5. So 78-83. Team Next with the ball. It's going to be Curry bringing it up the floor. Curry with a pass to Shaq. Shaq with the 7. That's going to be an open jumper. He's going to kick it right back out to Curry. Let's see if we can get some magic going with Stephen Curry. The 6 for Curry is going to be a mid-range jumper. He's open and he nails it. So Shaq has found something good with Curry. And Curry puts it in. That's 80 points now for Team Next. It's 83-80. And we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Off the clock, 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Off the make, Jordan brings it up the floor. A 6 for him is going to be an open lane. He'll just go ahead and take that quick shot. That's a 7. 7 is going to be a dunk as he brings the ball up the floor, makes a little head shake, takes it in, and throws it down off the baseline. 85-80 is the score. Team OG in the lead. It's only 2 ticks off, 10 seconds off for that quick shot. Off the make, it's going to be Curry bringing it up the floor. Curry with the dribble drive, but he's locked up by Jordan. He's going to give over to Nash. Keep it on the perimeter, but that's going to be a turnover. So Curry turns the ball over, and we count that as a miss. We treat it like a miss, I guess. We don't count it as a miss. We treat it like a miss, so that's going to be Magic. That's his name. Magic Johnson. He brings it up the floor. He passes it to Karl Malone. Karl Malone with the 6 is a dribble drive, but he's all locked up, so he's going to skip it over to Bird. And is the pass good? It is. And Bird with the drive opportunity. He's locked up by KD. 7, but KD is a 0 on defense, so 7 is a true 7 as Bird takes it in and lays it up. Good defense by Durant, but Bird with a good drive to the basket and lays it in. 87-80. I don't think I counted this 2 there. I'm pretty sure I did not. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 15, 17. 2, 4. So 17 plus 61. Should be 78. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 15, 17, 19. So that should be 80. Okay, so I did count it. All right, just making sure that our score is correct. All right, off the make. Did I count that? I don't think I did. Off the make, it's going to be Steve Nash bringing it up the floor. Nash with a pass to the big man. Shaq has got a short jumper. He keeps passing him up. He's going to take it this time. A 6 on the jumper is going to be a miss. So right off the front of the rim. And Shaq Shaq is over in this game. That takes us down to 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Off the miss, it's going to be Magic pushing the ball up the floor on the fast break. He gets it over to Michael. Michael with the opportunity for the layup dunk, and he's got a 7 with no modification, so that's going to be Michael flushing it home on the fast break. He's got 7 points here in the third, and Team OG stretches their lead to 89-80. So just when Team Next is gaining some ground, they just can't quite. So it's going to be Steve Nash pushing the tempo. Steve Nash pushing the tempo here. He gets it to KD, who is also running the floor. Durant with the contested layup. He is guarded by Bird. It's a -2, so this is an 8 and 8 on the layup. Is still a layup, so nice job on the fast break for Team Next, as they do get that, and it's 83-89. 83-89. Team OG coming back the other way. It'll be Bird bringing the ball up the floor. Occasionally the small forward gets to bring it up. 3 by Bird is going to be a skip over to Jordan. Jordan's got a pass to Olajuwon. Olajuwon with the low post move and guarded normally by Shaq, so no unique modifier. That's going to be a little turn into the lane, and Olajuwon with the hook, a baby hook, and he puts it in for 2. 91-82 is our score. So 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third period. It's really the third quarter, not the third period. And an 8 to Curry. 8's going to be an open jumper, you can see there. Take that, and he misses. Misses on the open jumper. Quick shot by Steph Curry. And coming back the other way is Magic. He's got a lane, and he's going to go ahead and take that with a quick shot, and actually he gets to the rim, lays it up and in, and he's going to draw the foul as well. So the foul is on the point guard, Nash. That'll be his third. So let's get Harden back in the game here for this last little bit. They're already in the team bonus. Quick shot, Magic gets to the rim. That's going to be 1 free throw is good, and 2 free throws are good. So Magic puts in, oh, he only needed 1, right? It was a 3-point play. So we get the bucket and the 1, and that's going to be 94-82 is the score, as Team OG stretches it out to 12. Coming back up the floor on the fast break is Curry. As he pushes the tempo a little bit, he gets it to Durant. Durant with the open lane, and he puts it in for the layup. And that's going to be a nice fast break bucket for Kevin Durant. Durant with 2-4, 6, 8, 9 in the quarter. Cuts the lead to 10 as Team Next needs some stops. That's what they need. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Bringing the ball up the floor is Michael Jordan. Jordan has an open three-pointer. He'll go ahead and take the quick shot. He's feeling it. A 5 is going to be a miss on the 3. And Jordan, who's been so good, misses on the 3. That's 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third, and this is the kind of thing that can get Team Next back into it. So Harden brings it up the floor. He's got a he's got a mid-range jumper, but he's all closed up. He's going to get it to KD. Good pass there. Durant is going to get it to LeBron. LeBron, with time running out, has got the drive, but he's closely guarded by Karl Malone. Makes this a 7. A 7 on the drive is going to be good. That's a layup for LeBron James, his 4th point of the third quarter. And that cuts the Team OG lead to 8 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cuts it to 8, 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third. Larry Bird brings the ball down on the make, and he's going to pass it to Magic. Magic's got an open lane, and he's going to take that. And he is going to lay it up and in. On the dribble drive, that's a layup for Magic, as he exploits a hole in the defense and takes it in for 2. 96-86 is our score. And that's going to be 3 ticks off the clock. On the make, Harden brings it up the floor. He's got an open dribble drive. He sees the seam too, and he's going to take care of that. And a 9 is going to be a layup up and in for James Harden as he gets it to the rim and puts it in for 2. 96-88 is our score. Good aggressive play by Harden. And off of the make, it's going to be Larry Bird pushing it up the floor on the fast break. He's got a pass to Karl Malone. Malone with the... He's closed up on defense, so this becomes a 9. A 9 is a jumper as Malone on the... James cuts off Malone on the break. So he puts on the brakes, stops and pops, and that's going to be good for Team OG. 98-88 is our score. 3 ticks off the clock, 1:45 left in the quarter. On the make, it's going to be Harden bringing the ball up the floor. He's got a pass to KD. Durant gets it to LeBron. LeBron with the dribble drive, and he's closely guarded by Karl Malone, so that makes this an 8. 8 on the dribble drive is going to be a layup as LeBron worms his way through the middle. He's got 6 in the quarter since coming in as a sub. Our score here is 98-90. Team OG over Team Next. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the quarter. On the make, it's going to be Bird bringing it up the floor. He will pass it to Magic. Magic is going to get it to Akeem. Let's see, a three for Olajuwon is a short jumper. He's guarded all up by Shaq, so this is a 3 on the jumper, and that's going to be a miss for Akeem. Good defense by Shaq. Not scoring a lot, but playing good defense in this one. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 55 seconds left. Team next brings it down on the miss. That's going to be Curry bringing it up on the fast break. As he pushes the tempo, he gets it across to Durant. Durant on the break. This is going to be a 3-pointer. He's open, and a 4 is going to be a miss. So takes a shot on the 3. And misses. And we're down to 40 seconds left. Off the miss, it's Magic bringing it up the floor. He will get it to Bird. Bird's got a 3-pointer, but a man all up in his face. It's Kevin Durant. Not going to worry about him, as he's not a great defender on the perimeter. So Bird with the 3. 5 is going to be a miss, so right off the front of the rim. And that's a miss 3. 1, 2, 3. With how many seconds left? 25 seconds left, so they can run a full play here. And we'll probably do just that. So it's going to be Curry bringing the ball up the floor. He passes to LeBron at the power forward. LeBron is guarded on the mid-range jumper, so he's going to kick it right back out to Curry. Curry with the quarter and the shot clock running out. He's got a dribble drive opportunity, guarded well by Jordan. This becomes a 7. A 7 on the drive is a pull-up jumper, and at the buzzer, Curry puts it in for 2 over Michael Jordan. And that's going to bring the score to 98-92 as that uses up our final bit. And yeah, so that's the end of the third quarter. Our score here is 98-92. So another 31 points, so super consistent for Team Next. And 30 points for Team OG, as they went from 37 to 31 to now 30, so they're not scoring at quite the same clip, but pretty close. Very consistent for both teams. Not a lot of stops here by either one. You can tell this backcourt here, not much is going to be happening with them, as they have zeros across the board. This is a good backcourt and a good defensive team overall, but over Team Next, not a great defensive team. Who was scoring there? So 2, 4, 6, 7 points for MJ. 2, 4, 6, 7 points for Bird. 7 points for Malone. And over here it's 2, 4, 6, 6 for James. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 points for Steph Curry. And so he's the high point man here. He's got 14, 16, 18 points for the game. Oh, actually he doesn't. That's Kobe Bryant. So that's the backup. Yeah. So we'll see how this one turns out. That is up to the fourth quarter. and we'll call it on this video. But Team OG leads 98-92, and we'll have fourth quarter action in another video. This is called Triple Threat Basketball, and there's a couple of other videos if you want to watch the first and second quarter. I'll try to put those into a playlist. And then you can see just how the game plays out from beginning to end. Definitely a long play basketball game. It's going to take you 3 to 4 hours total to play this. I've been playing it just in like little 45-minute spurts, a quarter at a time. And you can just keep your, you keep your game on the table, and makes it a little bit easier. It's not a large footprint. You can see these cards are not very big. That's, that's my hand. So the cards aren't very big, and so they don't take up a lot of space here. You could even, you could even stack them like that, where you have them stacked, and then you can just reference everyone. So that would take up even less space, at least horizontal space. And then you got your score sheet, and if you're just playing this way, it's just the cards, the dice, and the score sheet, and you're good to go. Over here I have the game engine chart. The game is not for sale yet, but it will be soon. I think as soon as I finish this up. Most everything is done, just need to get the distribution part out there, and we'll be ready to go. The files are all packed up and ready to ship. So okie doke. If you haven't clicked subscribe, click on subscribe, and you'll get notifications for Triple Threat, but also for Uptempo Basketball, which, if you haven't checked that one out, is another basketball game I created that's sort of in between a quick play and a full play like this. It gives you a nice flavor, sort of a medium play game, where you can keep up with the same thing, very similar to what I'm doing here, but a lot quicker. And you can even do team by team instead of player by player, or you can just do player by player but not with defense. And there's a couple of different options that you can do to bring in some more depth of gameplay. But super fun. Got lots of seasons from the 80s, the 90s, 2000, last season 2022. I have a couple of ABA seasons, so there are quite a few options for seasons, and it's every team for I think it's $17 per season, if I remember right. It's been a while since I looked at the pricing. I think it's $17 for an entire season, but you can play out every NBA game, and you get the top 10 players for each team. So you do get subs and starters as well. Pretty realistic results as far as consistent, but there is quite a bit of variation as well. So you're going to have sometimes, people go off and sometimes they don't. So just like in normal life. But your top scorers are going to be your top scorers, and your top teams are generally going to be your top teams. So a really fun game to play, I think. And lots of people have sort of brought it into the tabletop basketball community. Okie doke. I think that's it. I'll be coming back with number 4, quarter number 4 soon, sometime this week probably. And we'll see how this one ends up between the old guard and Team Next. So these are the young bucks from 2000 to today. Team OG is players from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So to me, the OG, grew up watching basketball in the 80s and 90s and the 2000s, early 2000s. So I've seen most of these guys either in college and as pros, or just as pros for a lot of these older players. All right. I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.